In week number 1 of the 2020 season, things didn't really go our way. We lost to the Rams in what I would consider heartbreaking fashion. Here we are in week number 3. In week number 2, we played the Patriots. That was a sim week and we won that one. But in week number 3, we had the Dolphins, who have the same exact record as us. And I want to make sure that we walk out the 2-1 record being better than them after this game. Now, a couple of big things coming up. Tre'Davious White, who is our defensive captain and arguably the most important defensive player that we have, is up for a contract renewal. He wants 4 years at about $42.2 million, all encompassing. I'm gonna go ahead and offer him that. I'm hoping that he wants to do it, but he wants a little bit more money. Now, one of our other defensive captains is Jordan Poyer, and you guys have seen him time and time again making big plays. The volume isn't always there, but the big plays and the big moments, they seem to be. So we're gonna offer him 4 years, total of $26 million. I'm hoping he takes this contract unlike Mr. White, but he wants more money too. And while neither of those actually worked the way that we wanted them to, the contracts will have to wait another week to see if we can get them to land. But we do have something positive here in Devonta Royce. He's had a solid season. Week number 1 was tough. Week number 2 was better, but right now we can upgrade either power, elusive, or receiving back. We have Jared Griffin, who is our receiving back, so I'm gonna make sure we go power back here, Mr. Devonta Royce. We'll see what he ultimately gets here. He's down to 82 overall. It's +1 to awareness, break tackle, trucking, and +2 to ball carrier vision. But enough with the contracts, enough with the upgrades. We're heading down to sunny Miami. No rain. It's a lot of sunshine here in Miami as we face the Dolphins in a big game. Look, we are picked by all the analysts, by all the favorites, by everybody to win this game. If we don't win this game, there's some problems with our team. But look, it's early in the season. 1-1 is not that bad. You know what's better than 1-1? Being 2-1. One of the beautiful things about playing the Dolphins is they still have Ryan Tannehill as their quarterback. Now, their defense is actually good. Oh, that was a really bad pass. But as I was saying, the Dolphins still have Ryan Tannehill at quarterback. The defense is still young, still pretty much impressive. But if that dude is their quarterback, I give ourselves a pretty good chance. Our first run looked good. Our first pass was not really even close to being good. So we're back here again. After Saxon holds up, we get OJ Howard out here running wild, the big fella. Did you need more than 1 or 2 or 3 people to tackle me? I mean, real talk, if that's how OJ Howard's playing, he is our leading receiver in both receptions and yards. I'm going to be really, really happy. So back here again, going to the running game. Running game looks solid on the first one, looks even better on the second attempt as we rip off about 12 or 13 yards. Something interesting to note, though, is that Devonta Royster doesn't have a single touchdown. He is a donut in the touchdown category, at least in the rushing side, and we absolutely want to go ahead and adjust that today. Now, OJ Howard's out here running again. We're going to find him. He gets both feet down, and we're inside the 5. Even though that first pass was horrible for Demetrius Maddox, he's looked incredible in the other 2 after that. So we got a little slant play here. Watching the middle linebackers. They're staying at home, and we got a 6'5" quarterback. He's going to run that one in for the first touchdown of the game. And honestly, I'm challenging our quarterback to go ahead and win the MVP this season, or at least get himself in the top 5, because the dude is too talented not to get that. But wait, can our defense win an MVP by just tackling somebody, please? Honestly, I think I got a little too hyped considering how good our offense looked. About, oh my God, how bad our defense is. And Preston Smith killed him. And it was one of the hardest hits we've seen in a really long time. And look, as much as I talk about maybe trading Preston Smith at some point, the dude is just way too valuable. And when deep pass goes across the middle, we're not going to get to it. Cobb is going to get it down to the 36 for Miami. Now, I made a couple of jokes about Ryan Tannehill. He goes for 26 yards down the middle of my defense. He sold me the play action fake, and well, here we are trying to blitz this dude down the middle. He goes out to the edge. What a pick. Jordan Poyer. He said, Coach, GM, can you pay me the big contract? Look, I said it during the contract negotiation. That dude doesn't always have the biggest volume, but he comes up with some major plays. And speaking of plays, Miami got a sack. Those are the big plays that we do need from Jordan Poyer. And if he does those, I think our defense will be fine. Now we got Jared Griffin out here looking solid. Got people looking silly on that one. And he is himself about 6. So staying corrected, that was actually 7 yards by Jared Griffin, but it's still 3rd down and 9, so it doesn't matter really all that much if we don't convert here. Now quick pass across the middle to Z Austin. Don't forget about him. He gets the first down. I want to keep this momentum going, so I'm going back to the run here. It's been solid. We've used it sparingly, but it's been good when we went to it. Now Royster. That's why we upgraded his power. A big gain. 2nd and inches now. Again, we're keeping Royster here. We're going to a halfback toss, actually. See if we get that edge sealed. We kind of get it sealed, and we lose 2 yards. So it all comes down to here. 3rd and 2. First quarter's coming down to a close. About a minute left. Got Jones in here. We're actually put Howard here in a little bit of a slant. Got a quick little pass here to Zay Jones. We're going to let him haul that one in and get down quickly. None of the passes so far have been like really flashy or anything of that nature, but they've been efficient, again, outside of that first one that we saw earlier in the game. We got a guy going deep here. Z Alston almost had the spin pulled off, but he's down in the 15. Most importantly, it's a 24-yard pass by Demetrius Maddox, and that is 6 straight completions, which makes me really happy. Here in the red zone, we're gonna give it off to Royster again. The big fella's only gonna get about 3 on that carry though. So that ends the first quarter. We're gonna start quarter number 2 with a 2nd down and 8 yards to go. The blitz is coming in hot. So is the interception, as Miami is going to pick that one off. Rashad Jones, underrated, underappreciated, but he made a big play. I got to give Miami props. That was a hot blitz off the edge. We didn't pick it up in time, and it made our quarterback get a little frazzled and ultimately throw that interception there. But what a catch there by Perkins. It's unfortunate, too, because we should be pretty much up 10-0 at worst, 14-0 at best. But instead, Miami has the ball, the chance to go ahead and tie this ball game up. Now a blitz off the edge of our own. Oh, we got that. Can somebody get it on our team? Miami got it back. So that was kind of nice. A little blitz off the edge of our own. We got the sack, and we didn't get the fumble that we wanted, but it is what it is. So Tannehill back under center. Here in the passing game. Watch his guy across the middle. We're here for it. We're late. And Jasecki's going to get him nearly a first down. It's a big down. Right. It's 3rd down and 4. This is a big down here. We got to try to get some pressure on Tannehill. Watch that running game. Oh, we're going for him. He hit the quarterback too low. I think it's a penalty on our team.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
You hate to see it. You do. So we had him right where we wanted him. If we waited a split second longer and hit him anywhere above the kneecaps, we were good. We didn't. We got to pay for it. So Tannehill's back here. New set of downs. New lease on life. We're going to try to run it here, but we're going to get a big tackle there by Trent Murphy. Got 2nd and 9 here. Switch to a man defense. Drake's in the backfield trying to get some pressure. They're going across the middle, and look at this. Brent Celek. Another first down for Miami. Trying to get a little bit of pressure here. Miami, again, their offensive line's been pretty good outside of that one big hit we got on Tannehill, and our linebackers are getting tortured on slant routes. We tried zone. We tried man. We tried blitzes out of both. I'm here to say that none of those have unfortunately worked for us. So we're going to go right back here to man. It's like a run. Got plenty of room for Kenyon Drake, and it's 6 yards easy. Miami, again, is having their way right now with our defense, and I can't help but feel like maybe we got to spend more time on our defense in the draft this upcoming year, or maybe in free agency getting a big splash, because this is not looking good, and it's going to be pass interference. Pretty positive on that one.
Let's get the call.
Holding, offense.
Oh, holding on the offense. Go ahead and accept that. I got to be honest, 100% that was pass interference, but I will take the offensive penalty. I'm sure they'll make us pay for it here in a moment or two. Tannehill. We're going to get him. That's a big sack there by Terrell Edmonds. So a huge sack there. We got 3rd and 17 for Miami. We're going to drop basically everybody back. We're going to drop Mr. Trent Murphy back on here, and we're just going to hope that we can keep him in front of us and force him to make a field goal here. Oh, they're going deep. We got our guy Micah Hyde. Big time players making big time plays, and we'll go ahead and take that 2nd pick of the game. On the first time, it was Jordan Poyer. On the 2nd time, it was Mr. Micah Hyde. I love seeing our safety step up big like that. Here we go with our opportunity. Got our guy going deep. We're going to seed it to him. Z Alston dropped it at the last second. I can't even front. I was fully prepared to go ahead and talk up the young fella, but he went ahead and dropped that one. Now we're rolling. We got our guy. It's going to be close. Zay Jones is going to get it. And we're down to 37. Maddox is back here with Jared Griffin. It's like a halfback screen is developing. Our young fella's out here moving. He's got some room to the edge. I like to see it. The juke inside was beautiful. That's a 10 or 11 yard gain. That's honestly the flash that I've been looking for Jared Griffin. Show that you can get out there in the receiving game, make some plays in the open field, and most importantly, follow your blockers, which is apparently more difficult than I thought it would be. 2nd and 9. 2-minute warning is here. That was not ideal. Miami got it back. That was a bad play. That was one of those throws where you make it and then you realize there's a defender right where I'm throwing it, but it's a little bit too late, and you have the outcome that happens right there. Now we go for the interception, but we're not going to get it. Backs are against the wall right now. Miami's driving. We're absolutely in trouble. We don't want to let them tie it up. We just want to hold them to a field goal with something. And Jordan Poyer, he says, what was that about quantity? I'm going to get all the interceptions I want. 2nd of the half. Tannehill's struggling. He has 3 interceptions, but our quarterback also has 2. So it is what it is at this point. But look at this. Got an opportunity to scramble a little bit. Let the young quarterback out here roll. He's going to get himself a first down. Got out of bounds, and we could maybe get a field goal. Now, honestly, I'm keeping expectations at a field goal because we keep saying touchdown, and, well, you saw what happened on the previous play. We got a guy wide open across the middle, and Elijah Harper, the rookie, is going to drop it. I know that was a tough play, but rookie, no rookie, I don't care which you are, you got to make those plays and help out your quarterback when he's struggling like this one. And we're scrambling. We got our guy low. We're going to find a couple of yards here in OJ Howard, but we only got 2. We got to use a timeout. It's 3rd down, 8 yards to go, 1 minute and 7 seconds on the clock. Got our guy going here. Elijah Rogers, what a play. How did he catch that? Got a minute left, or actually 50 seconds left here in the first half. Taking our time. We're rolling. We got our guy deep. We're going to find him. Z Olsen. Making moves out here. Got a 2nd down and 10. We got 20 seconds left. We're on the 13-yard line. We got Jared Griffin in. Typically means a pass. You got to imagine we're going to go ahead and pass it here again. They're right on him, and that went nowhere. It's 3rd and long. We're in the red zone. I do not want to turn it over again. That would be 3 in the first half for the young quarterback. So got to play it safe. We're going to try to get something here, but we just need to get a field goal if nothing else. Maddox again taking his time. You've seen him roll out. He's got his guy. He's going to throw it. It's going to be close. If he held on to it, it was a touchdown, but he didn't, so it's a field goal. They're going to line up here. 6 seconds on the clock. Should be a pretty easy field goal for Jake Elliott. This one is up. This one is down the middle, and it's a 10-point lead going into halftime. So going into halftime, it is a 10-point lead. Multiple opportunities for touchdowns. He didn't play that well, but defensively, he looks so much better than week number 1. I'm happy on that side, but offensively, the turnovers are killing us right now. So Miami gets the ball to start the second half, and they're driving in the field pretty successfully. They're sending that blitz in here. They throw a quick little slant, and Kenny Stills is out here running. Jordan Poyers will try to get up to him. Can we catch him? Dive! Just like that, Miami. In under 2.5 minutes, they're on the board. We got a lot of pressure right now. We've had a lot of yards so far, but the points just haven't been there. The turnovers in the red zone, 2 of them to be exact, have absolutely killed our momentum. And look at Devonta Royster, though. What a run. He's showing that power. Back here in 2nd and 7 after Royster only got 3, but it's still a pretty impressive run. Halfback coming out of the backfield. I like seeing this one. Royster again, flashing the hands on that play. 3-yard run, 12-yard reception. Devonta Royster starting to heat up. He's a second-half guy. You guys saw it all in his rookie year. He's a second-half player, that is for sure. But Jared Griffin says, let me get a little bit of that, too. He picks up about 8 on the run. Got 2nd and 2 now. You know, we were going to put a slant there for Rodgers. I'm actually going to send him deep in case that safety bites to the other side. Like that. We got to step on him. We're going to float it up. It's a little bit underthrown there. Ooh, that's pass interference. We'll for sure take that.
Pass interference. Defense.
You already know we're accepting that one. So because of that penalty, we got a 1st down and 10 in the red zone, and this has not been a kind area to us. So we're going to go ahead and try it. Perryman gets a sack to go along with his interception. This is kind of my fear with Miami, is that their defense was really good, their offense was lackluster, and that's kind of shown so far in today's game. We're going to go ahead and loft one up here. We got Rodgers going. We overthrow him, and he went into the stands. This is a big one. 3rd down and 21 yards. Yeah, not looking very good for us right now. We're going to try a double slant here, kind of. A little bit longer one for OJ Howard. Oh, Howard might have it here. We're going to find him. He's going to try to break his way through. Howard, get into the end zone. He's down at the 1-yard line. The 1-yard line. This is tough, man. Miami's defense is good, and our offensive line be great. We know they're not great, but I just need them to be great right here. Running up the middle. Royster. Still at the 1-yard line. And we got bad news that our right guard is hurt, so this is going to be tough. I'm going to keep him in the game, and hopefully he's okay. I'm not that discouraged. The run up the middle didn't look great. Maybe the toss to the left will look a little bit better. We'll keep Royster in the game. Get the toss out here for him, and he's going to waltz into the end zone completely untouched. Finally. Took him until week number 3, but he's in the end zone. His first rushing touchdown of the season. Hopefully many more will be coming soon. So 2 minutes left in the 3rd quarter. Miami has the ball. They're driving a little bit too well right now, so we got to go ahead and stop them. So 1st down for them at the 50. Tannehill under center. We're going to try and get that blitz going. They go for a run. Kenyon Drake is just running over people right now. And granted that he only has about 35 rushing yards in total, he's, I feel like, a run or 2 away from breaking off a big one against our defense the way we're playing right now. We're trying to fill the gaps we do. He had to turn around. We make him finally get a loss. So this is a big one. Under a minute left in the 3rd quarter. We can set the tempo here, start running the clock out a little bit. If we can just stop this defense right here. We're going to drop Murphy back in coverage a little bit. Help for these slants. They've been running on us nonstop. They got a guy. We can't get to it. And Tannehill throws a dime. I can't even be mad. That was a dodge. Trent Murphy was there. He just had no chance of actually covering that one. So third quarter, 3 seconds left. Tannehill's back here. We're going straight for the blitz, and we got him on the sack to end the third quarter. 2nd and 18. A big sack there to end the third quarter by Shane Ray. Watching the underneath stuff. Kenyon Drake's going to pick up a couple of yards, about 11. So third down, 9 yards to go. Tannehill, Drake. Been a nasty combo. We got to watch for the running back out of the backfield here. Kenyon Drake's going to be a little bit of a late release. They're going to throw it out to the sideline. They are basically giving up there, and we're going to have probably a late field goal or a deep field goal kick. Now, Shane Ray apparently got hurt in that play. I don't know the severity of it, but we're going to focus on trying to block this field goal here. Got Tavon Young off the edge, one of our free agent signings. 4th and 9. See what they can do here. We're not going to get in. This was up. This is close. So close to missing it. They hook it back to the middle, and Miami is only down a single touchdown. Some teams at this point might actually just try to run the clock a little bit more. Not this team right here. We want to put some more points on the board and do it ASAP. Now look at this. Got a guy streaking across the middle with Zay Jones, and Zay Jones, don't fumble, stays in bounds, and he's down at the 45. It's also kind of wild that we've seen so many good passes from Demetrius Maddox, along with 2 really bad ones, or maybe 3 really bad ones, but not a single pass and touchdown so far in the game. He has 2 interceptions, but I feel like he's played better than his stats are actually showing. The defense for Miami is lining up pretty heavy to the left, single high safety. I feel like we got an opportunity here to go ahead and run one real quick, and Maddox is going to chew that clock a little bit more and pick up a nice gain. Now that we're inside here in the 35, we're going to start running the ball a little bit more and chewing the clock a little bit more too, because the field goal, again, makes it a 2-possession game. And Royster is through the middle. Keep running like that, young fella. I do also feel pretty bad that we've only given him the ball 10 times. Yes, 53 rush yards, so 5 yards per carry, which is amazing, but not a lot of carries so far. Mr. Royster, he's going to try to make up for it here. He goes through, stumbles, but gets 6 yards. Oh, Royster got injured. Everyone is getting injured on the team. So we have 2nd and 4 from the 7. As you guys just saw, Devonta Royster is injured, so in comes Jared Griffin. The speedster was an opportunity to try to get into the end zone for a rushing touchdown. Now he's got a guy in front, spins him out of his shoes, was one guy away from getting in, but he stopped at the 1. 1st and goal. Running the play clock down. We got one guy to beat. Can we get past him? The spin move worked on the other side. Didn't get him into the end zone, but this time he's back in the end zone where he belongs, the rookie. In the absence of Devonta Royster. Pretty good on that play. And we just got word that Devonta Royster's injury ends up being broken ribs, so we won't see him for some time. So we're going to need that young rookie to play big. He caught that. Are you kidding me? I honestly thought Tre'Davious White was going to pick that one. Maybe if we gave him a contract, he would have picked that one, but he ends up not getting it. So here we go, Miami. Down 2 scores, 3 minutes left. Trying to put something big on the board. They got their guy deep. We end up leaving the guy underneath, and Kenyon Drake, who jukes us out of our shoes, and they get a first. Tannehill does have 1 passing touchdown today. He's trying to get his 2nd one here. I would like to avoid that if at all possible and give him another interception. Oh, we got a big sack though off the edge. 2nd and 16, big sack by Star Lotulelei. I don't even know how to say his last name, to be honest. Watching the quick slants. They got a guy going out to the edge in Randall Cobb, and he stays in bounds to down at the 7. This is big here. 1st and goal on the 7. We're about to blitz a whole lot of people, if you can't tell. Watch for if they go up the middle, I think we're okay. Big hit. Not a fumble, though. 2nd and goal. Shane Ray's will come in off the blitz. Trying to disguise a little bit. Drake's going to go out to the edge. Do we have coverage on him? We do, so we should be okay. Ray gets decent pressure. Got the spy coming through. They throw it to Gesicki, and Gesicki is in with 2 minutes left. Miami only down 1 score. Now keep in mind, with 1:47 seconds left, we are not out of this one yet. Our starting running back is injured with broken ribs. It's up to Jared Griffin right now to put this team on his back. He says, let me get out to the edge real quick. That's where I shine. Don't go out of bounds, though, young fella. They say the clock's going to run. Miami uses their first timeout. And that was honestly a heads-up run. They had the middle clogged. Jared Griffin saw it, said, let me get out to the edge, and he got it out there and got himself a first down and stayed in bounds, making Miami use that timeout. He's going to try to do it again. Look how fast the dude is. I mean, I'm not mad at that. Only 5 there, but again, another timeout by Miami has to be used. 7-point lead. Young rookie running back there in 2nd and 6. Try and get out to the edge. The spin move he's used 1 too many times. They stop him, but that is their last time out of the game. So on 3rd down and 6, we could opt to go ahead and run it, but we could also do a screen pass, probably complete it, keep the clock running, and probably be okay. So we're going to try to do that. Daryl Griffin's there. Using his hands, running it to his own guy, and he's a yard shy of the first. Honestly, on 4th and 1, we got to go ahead and pass this one. I don't trust our defense enough. They've been solid, but the way that we got cut up on that last drive, we got to try something different now. You know what? We actually might just go ahead and run this one. Jared Griffin's got a hole here. Let the clock go down a little bit. We can get them down to like almost 50 seconds, 45 seconds and be okay. This is the biggest play of the game. Just need him to get 1 yard. And he's got it. Jared Griffin's going to get his way through. Tries to go for a little bit more. That is a big pickup. Almost 40 on the game. We're about to walk out of here with a W. So that was a big, big victory today. I'll take it. 7 points against Miami. Not the best. Would have loved to have blown them out. But still, our defense played so well early in the game and then bailed us out in the end of the game. But Jared Griffin stepping up when we needed him the most. Hope Devonta Royster is going to be healthy soon because we need both of those guys if we want to be successful. Recapping the stats today, Ryan Tannehill somehow had a 105 QB rating even though he had 3 interceptions. But he had 288 yards, 2 touchdowns, and 3 picks. Demetrius Maddox, though, you can see he played well, just didn't have any touchdowns. And when you throw 2 picks and not a single touchdown, I don't care how many yards you throw for, your QB rating is going to tank. On the ground, Devonta Royster, before he broke his ribs, was killing it. 11 attempts for 59 yards and a touchdown. 5.3 average is great. Kenya Drake ran pretty well. Jared Griffin, though, the young fella stepped up big and himself a touchdown with 37 yards and only 9 attempts. And Demetrius Maddox ran well when we needed him to, getting the first touchdown of the game. In the air, it's no shock that Kenny Stills was the leading receiver in both receptions and yards. 5 for 114 and a single touchdown. Jared Griffin and a couple of grabs for 21 yards. A lot of those being pretty important in clutch situations. OJ Howard, though, was arguably our best guy. 4 for 78. No touchdowns for him, Zay Jones, or Z Alston. What I'm disappointed in is that Eli Rogers only got the ball once for 13 yards. We have to do better and scheme him open. And then defensively, we can see Tremaine Edmonds ended up having 6 tackles today with 1 sack. But shout out to Jordan Poyer. 5 tackles, 1 of those being for a loss, but not 1, but 2 interceptions. It's my player of the game this afternoon. After the game, we have 2 guys that ended up getting a ratings boost. Demetrius Maddox being the first one. So we can go strong arm, scrambler, field general, or West Coast. I'm gonna go ahead and go scrambler here because I think he's shown that when he escapes the pocket a little bit, doesn't always have to run, he can absolutely kill it. So +1 to awareness, break sack, carrying, throw accuracy mid, and +2 to throw on the run. He's an 85 overall now. And the other guy that got an upgrade is Daryl Sanders. He's kind of the forgotten guy on our team. Had a solid rookie year. His sophomore year is off to a slow start, if we're being honest, but you can go speed rusher, power, or run stopper. I'm going speed. That's where he excels the most. That fits our scheme. So I want to go ahead and increase him there. And 80 overall now with +1 to acceleration, awareness, tackle, and +3 to play rec. So it was a close game, but it was a game that we ultimately won, and we finished the way that we needed to on top. But I'm a little nervous right now. Devonta Royster injured. Our offensive line, a couple of injuries here and there that they're banged up, but not ultimately hurt the long haul. And need this team to step it up. Our defense has shown some promise with the offense. Some work to do, especially at quarterback, because Demetrius Maddox, those interceptions, you can't have those if you want to be a playoff team again this season.